Hi, this is Mitra Wilson. I'm the California Field Manager with Rogers CPA Review. Thanks so much for joining us today. I'm going to be covering California 2014 licensure. It's a hot topic many of us have been talking about recently. So I will cover the details to help you with what you need to know for success. What is this new change? Well, it's basically the new 150 rule, meaning starting January 1st, 2014, it'll be required to have 150 semester units in order to get licensed. Who will this affect? All aspiring CPAs, so that includes you. Why are we doing this? Well, currently we're only one of 2 states that isn't on par with the rest of the nation. So we're finally going to catch up with everyone else. This will also help with reciprocity, so it'll streamline everything. So essentially you need to think of this as a California countdown. We're in September 2012 right now, and that means there are only 16 months left until January 1st, 2014, in which you can finish getting licensed under the current rules. We have a great web page on our site. If you visit rogerscpareview.com/2014-California-licensure, you will see a countdown clock, you will see education requirements, licensure requirements, a bunch of helpful links to work experience forms, the Board of Accountancy, so definitely check that out. Now, many of you already have your work experience, extra units, some other items. Maybe the CPA exam is the only thing holding you back. So now is really the time to get it done before you have to go back to school and do extra units, for example. You still have 5 testing windows left, so keep that in mind and get started. I'm going to talk a little bit about what the current rules are, just in case you can finish before 2014. Currently we have 2 pathways. Pathway 1 means you're licensed locally, just California. Pathway 2 means you're licensed nationally, all the different states. Pathway 1, you need 2 years of work experience, however you don't need any extra units. Pathway 2, you only need 1 year of work experience, but you do need 150 total semester units. Currently though, the extra units don't have to be specific. You could take basket weaving if you like, and it will count. So it's definitely much more flexible right now. Let me go into what the rules will be post-2014. No matter what, whether now or in the future, to take the CPA exam, you need your bachelor's degree and 24 semester units in accounting classes and 24 semester units in business classes. You will be covered. However, for licensure later on, you will need 150 total semester units. 20 of those semester units will be in accounting study, and 10 of those semester units will be in an ethics study, which I will break down for you now. Keep in mind that if you decided to get your master's, it is not required. However, people are considering that. If you do a master's in accounting, taxation, or taxation in law, you will most likely be covered under the 2014 rules. To break down the 20 extra units in accounting study, you will need a minimum of 6 units in accounting subjects such as audit, taxation, financial reporting, for example. You will need a max of 14 units in business-related subjects such as business law, business administration, etc. You will need a maximum of 9 units in other academic work relevant to accounting and business. So there are 3 main categories that you can lump this all in. There are skill-based courses. That's one category, such as communication, English, natural sciences, for example. The second category is a foreign language or an ethnic or cultural studies course, for example. That's the second category. The third category are industry-based classes, such as real estate or engineering. You can only have a max of 3 units in each of these categories. Now, if you're doing an internship in the accounting field or a business-related field, 4 of those units will count as well, and you will be covered for those 20 extra. Regarding the 10 extra units you'll need in the ethics study, you can take an ethics and accounting course. 3 units can go towards that. Now, some campuses have this course already, some don't, so it won't actually be a requirement until January 1st, 2017. You can take a max of 10 units in specified courses relating to ethics, such as professional responsibilities, fraud, for example. You can take a max of 3 units in the following disciplines. There's theology, religion, or philosophy. Now maybe you took that during your general education days, so you're covered. And 1 unit can go towards a course dedicated to financial statement auditing. There is no double dipping, however, I want to warn you. So if you took a class that would count both in the ethics or the accounting study sections, you can only use it for 1, okay? So each course only counts once, no double dipping. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the hurdles you may be facing and how really this is the time to get over them, okay? You may be overwhelmed about the process, hard to find the time possibly, don't think it's worth it, not motivated, you think it'll be too hard, the CPA exam. Maybe you've tried taking it and you failed, or maybe your company is not promoting licensure. Well, we are here, Rogers CPA Review, to coach you through the entire process. Hurdle 1, for example, overwhelmed about the exam. Let me break it down for you. There are 4 parts to the CPA exam. You can take it in any order you like. Let's start off with audit, for example. It's a 4-hour exam, covers standards, planning and evidence, internal control, reports, etc. There is fair or financial. That's another 4-hour exam. A lot of what you see in your intermediate accounting classes, leases, bonds, pensions, all that good stuff. It also covers government and nonprofit in that section. There's reg or regulation that covers federal taxation, ethics, professional responsibilities, business law. And finally, we have BEC, that stands for Business, Environment, and Concepts. That covers a lot of cost accounting, econ, micro and macro, IT, all that stuff. So there you go, you have your 4 parts. That equals 14 fun-filled hours. The good news is you don't have to take them all at once. We recommend you study for a part, take a part, study for a part, take a part. Now, if you're trying to get everything done before 2014, you may have to take 2 parts in 1 testing window. That is totally doable and will help you come up with a realistic study plan just for you. You have to finish all 4 parts of the CPA exam in an 18-month window. It is rolling as well, so that is your time frame that you want to shoot for. A little bit about the format of the CPA exam. Fair, audit, and reg are broken down into 60% multiple choice questions and 40% TBSs or task-based simulates. BEC is broken down into 85% multiple choice questions, and then 15% of your grade goes towards a written communication section. So it's the only section that has written communication. A big part of planning for the CPA exam is time management. So it's very important to keep in mind that if you were to break down a calendar year into quarters, every 3rd month is considered a blackout month. You cannot sit for the exam during this time. So March, June, September, and December. So definitely keep those dates in mind when you're planning your test dates. How to apply? You send in an application to the California State Board of Accountancy online, a $100 application fee, all your transcripts from every campus you attended, and you will get an authorization to test. Once you receive that, it takes about 6 to 8 weeks. You will choose the tests you want to sit for the next 9 months. If you can do all 4, great, but you're not required to, just whatever you think is realistic. You can always reapply after that time frame for more parts, and it's just a $50 reapplication fee. You will get an NTS, a notice to schedule, which you will bring with you the day of your exam to the Prometrics Testing Center, and that'll prove that you're there to take the exam. Okay, covering hurdle number 2, hard to find the time. I know this is a big one for a lot of people, especially if you're working, you have busy seasons, but now is really the time to make time as everything's changing very soon. So take a look at our study breakdown. The AICPA recommends 300 to 400 hours of study time for the entire CPA exam. This is very realistic in that if you were to take FAIR, you would be spending 33 hours watching Roger Phillip and his lectures, teaching you on the whiteboard, going over all the concepts. Now for every hour you spend in class with us, you want to spend 2 to 3 hours on your own doing the homework problems. That equals 99 hours. If you add it all up, you got 132 hours just for FAIR alone. So some tips for time management. Take time to make a weekly schedule, very important, especially if you have a lot going on in your life, and keep it updated. Know when you work best. Some people are early birds, some people are night owls. Studies show that if you work consistently day by day at the same time frame, you will do much better. Do the most important things first. We recommend starting with the more difficult concepts in the beginning of your study time and going from there. Limit distractions if you're studying online, watching online lectures. Don't have Facebook in the background, your other emails. Put your cell phone far, far away. That will really help you out. And finally, we like to follow the Ohio method, which means only handle it once. Don't stop in the middle to come back later. Just get through each concept at a time. So planning your time with Roger's CPA Review. You will have 100 hours of lectures with Roger Phillip. Very dynamic, energetic, motivating lecturer. He'll be on the whiteboard going over all the concepts with you. The lectures are broken down by topic, making it very easy for you to plan out. Our suggestions is watch the 1 to 1.5 hours of lecture at a time. Plan on 2 to 3 hours of homework per the lecture. Double time on weekends when you have extra time. And then right before your exam date, plan on 1 to 2 full days of review beforehand. So schedule your exam in advance. We have these great study planners that are very useful. It's a suggested guide on how to break down your days and weeks accordingly. They're broken down into a 3, 6, 9, and 12-month study planner for you based on how fast you want to get it done. So here's an example of our 6-month study planner. It breaks down the weeks for you, and you can see what days you have off and adjust accordingly. Hurdle number 3, don't think it's worth it? Well, it is. Yes, there are some costs involved, application fee, the fees for each part of the exam. Now you may be working at a company that will help cover this, so definitely talk to them about that. It's also a large time commitment. However, there is such a high return on investment. You have prestige and respect for becoming a licensed CPA. Money and benefits usually follow, career security, and finally personal growth. So those are all very important things. It's very well worth it. Hurdle 4, think it'll be too hard? Don't worry, we're here to keep you motivated the whole way through, step by step. That's our job, to take you from point A to CPA, okay? So you are not alone. Roger will be with you throughout the whole experience, teaching, guiding, and motivating you. And we're really the only full-service solution to the CPA exam. We're very excited about our new generation CPA Review Chorus. It's the fully integrated solution to the CPA exam, and I'll go into it a little bit. There are 3 main building blocks, essentially: an intuitive learning system, a way to manage your studies, and easy accessibility. So starting with the first building block, intuitive learning system, you have those 100 hours of focused dynamic lecture. You have print textbooks to go along with the lecture, but what's new is you get the textbooks online as well, side by side with the video. Another new feature is you can take notes and bookmark the lectures. You will get software for all your homework problems, as well as homework books, covering hundreds of simulations, thousands of multiple choice questions. You could do practice mode, quiz mode, time yourself. You get it all. And finally, the 24/7 Homework Help Center, where you can go any time of the day and ask questions. So here is a screenshot of what this looks like. You see the lectures that Roger is doing on the left-hand side. The text is following it on the right-hand side, and below you see a star icon for where you bookmarked a video, or the notepad icon for where you want to go revisit your notes. This is our 24/7 message boards I was talking about, the Homework Help Center, where you can go post questions and our moderators will respond to you right away, or you can go check out past posts where other students ask questions and find the answer that way. So it's very convenient. Now, covering the second building block, managing your studies, again, we have the 3, 6, 9, and 12-month study planners to help you out. We have new course diagnostics, very exciting. You can assess your confidence level by topic. There is an exam day countdown, as well as you can track your overall progress along the way. Here's an example. You'll see a light bulb icon. Now 7 beams equals full comprehension, so you can rate yourself that way on your confidence level per topic. You will see that only 2.9% of the financial 1 lecture has been watched, so obviously you need to go back and finish the rest. And there's 27 days until your fair exam. So everything's laid out for you very nicely. Covering the third building block, you have easy accessibility. You can study anywhere, essentially, 24/7. As long as you have an online connection, you are covered. Also, you can watch the video lectures on most mobile devices, the iPhones, the iPads, Androids, etc. You have up to 18 months of unlimited viewings, and we also have a great offline USB option for those of you who may be traveling a lot, maybe you want to study on a plane, you can use that as well. So, we have intuitive learning system, managing your studies, and easy accessibility equaling CPA success. So what is success? Well, if you look at the national average pass rate, 51% of first-time test takers pass the exam. So that's only about half actually pass the first time around. Well, the good news is that our pass rate is 86%. That means 86 out of 100 of our students pass all 4 parts the first time around. We have very special pricing for this new fully integrated course. It's $16.95, but we do have further discounts even for students, firm professionals, state societies, organizations, so check us out that way as well. Also, if you're having a hard time passing the CPA exam with another review course, you want to try something new, we have a great Fresh Start program at only $12.95. We have firm deals, direct bill deals, discount deals with all types of firms. We work with about 100 different firms nationally. Here's just a list of some of them. Definitely talk to your HR recruiter and see how they can help you with the exam process as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Good luck with your studies before 2014. As you can see, our contact information is on the slide, and please visit us at rogerscpareview.com. Thanks so much.